the spine, right? This open and close, this foul chum, right? Tongue toe is the in and out of the action. The foul chum is also the Sifu G, right? Which is this, the rising and opening up the channel and the chest and ligaments. So when you go like this, right? So you power out like that and closing off, right? So that's the Sifu G. When you do this, you're stretching the Dai Sifu G, which is the hand to the foot, this hand to that foot, so you get this stretching like this, yeah? So all this is happening depends on how you want to play it, right? So don't have to always, I know we're trying to get this short, but even if it's only a few inches to get this shoulder blades to move. And remember, the open and close with your bilgi is like this. So there's a spiral coming up and down. You're playing everything so tight that you're stopping your power. When you sink and breathe out sharply, that's called chum hei, right? So we're sinking all of it out and all joints into like a block like this, and the natural air of your lungs, the suction, will just breathe naturally for you for the foul hei, right? The rising of the chi. This is all in the book. So when you start, you're straight. Breathe in and see how now that starts to rise with the chi, and now I'm coiling. I'm using my Sifu G internally without going really loose, so it's coiled and then out. So that's the tongue toe, right? So there's the foul, chum, foul. So rather than starting from here and going like this gets the body to shock and start. This is probably just as important as this move, right? Because of the chum hei to the foul hei. Hey, it's Saturday. Alright, so my body needs to drop, not lean, right? Like this, then up. I'm squeezing, and then my elbows push out from the heart and straight line. Right, so head straight, your eyes look where you're going, and all your movements follow your waist, and your head follows your hands. Right, so you should be there like this, right? So always the hands are moving and the eyes follow that, right? Right, so once you're out here and you step, don't step too narrow, probably closing off your hip guard before you can get to open anything and close properly. So maybe a little bit wider. Remember, there's different ways to play jigbo. After I've gone out, all the way out, I step. So there's a natural in the shoulders, right? So after I go out, I'm starting to pull back on these shoulders, right? So I'm not stuck here like that. And that way you're only doing arms and not your whole body, right? So after you've gone out, keep these hands with a little bit of pressure so you can get those shoulders to load at the back, and then that will flick out into that, right? So the back has to get this to do that rather than it's this and just open, right? The spine, like that little blade, right? So see, I try to use that little bit of spine. You can play it looser, right? Like this, because there's 8 different types of ging, right? But you want to in jikbo, because jik means straight, we want that bilgi, that arrow type force. So you're changing the shapes. So use your spine, right, to flick it out, and then cramp up. Then you can, from here, when you use that spine, then a kind of crushing in, but we're not doing this. We just want enough to drop our elbow, chum boy, chum jang, sink the shoulder, elbow. So we're learning to do this in that little short distance. Right, so see how I'm opening the stance? Now close the stance. Power from here forward to the jik. Right, coil with the breath, load. That should be like a rock to snap. Right, and this hand, when you've gone here, one, and you like this, it's pointed. And it's on your ribs. Just got to have to fire out as you hit. Right, so like this. Right, so 1, 2, and I squeeze. Remember, contract, expand, and that's all about ging. 1, 2, 1, 2. 3. Close off on the second. Cup turn. Or yin yang, we got it, right? So, because it's still cup turn to me, right? And then grab and break. Pull in, two forces collide like this. Squeeze the elbows into the lao hip turn. That should